Hey everyone, thanks for being here. And I'm very excited about today because I've been talking about BitAds for months now, even before it really started. Simply because I have the frustrations of being, a business owner that has spent a ridiculous amount of ad spend, which hasn't really worked. Or some of it used to work before Apple and Facebook had their little fight, and ad costs and cost per acquisition has gone spiraling up, and I think most business owners can relate to the same stuff. And the way that ad costs and marketing has sort of evolved over the last sort of 4 years, it's meant that if your business model is slightly pants, it just means that you just can't compete via direct response marketing anymore, which is another reason why I've said for a while now that if you're a brand new business owner or even an existing business owner that wants to get into business, you've got to really give yourself a fighting chance. So don't dick around with retail, do B2B. You need not many clients, so look for 25-30 clients, high price point, high margin, so I don't know, minimum of £500 a month with an 80% net margin, and that way you can do very freaking well with offline marketing. Literally, if it's B2B, you know where your clients are. Anyway, I'll leave my enthusiasm at the door. I want to introduce to you Isak and Albert. You guys unmuted?
Yes, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hey.
Hello guys.
Hey, so obviously it's worth listening to this recording, and also they have and they've done a chat with Keith Singery, Bittensor guru. So again, worth listening to that as well. So yeah, hey guys, thanks for joining us. Introduce yourselves. Who are you? What are you, and why?
Great. Thank you for the call also. So yeah, as a background, I am a trader. I was trading crypto and FX market in the last 8 years, I think. And since I discovered Bittensor, we was like, okay, buying full tower is not enough. We have to build something here. So this is how we started with the first tensor validator in the beginning, and then with the Subnet stuff with BitAds. I'm not sure if you know the old model, how we started with BitAds in the beginning.
Go for it. Sure.
When the focus was in bringing organic traffic to the client's campaigns. But now, we moved all the incentive to the conversions, where now the miners have to actually bring sales to the campaigns, not traffic. Why we did this is because our traffic filter was actually, I wouldn't say not good, but was actually able to detect the traffic coming from bots, tag it as an artificial one, and then penalize the miners for bringing that kind of traffic to the campaigns. So it worked good enough, I think, especially if you take in consideration that we didn't have that much time to improve its capabilities in the beginning. But the issue arrived when the miners was actually paying real humans to do their tasks, like click on this link, stay there for a few seconds, and so on. On that point, our traffic filter wasn't able to penalize this traffic. I mean, to detect this kind of traffic and tag it as an artificial one, as it was actually coming from real humans.
They gamed you.
So yeah. So this is how we decided to move all the incentives to conversions, where now the miners have to actually bring sales to the client's campaigns in order to generate rewards.
By any hazardous substances in your workplace.
Who's it? Oh, come on, Cliff. You know better. Sorry, muted. Yeah, carry on. Sorry.
So let's dive into the new BitAds model and see its potential, as we are speaking about marketing, which is a $600 billion sector, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it's a huge number. So yeah, we are incentivizing individuals to bring sales to our clients' campaigns. So they will be rewarded based on their marketing efficiency, especially based on sales volume and conversions. Miners will basically have to promote their unique links for specific campaigns that they want to promote in order to attract sales from the customers. And then the validators will, of course, evaluate the miner's activity, ensuring a fair distribution of rewards.
Okay.
Yeah, so BitAds is now fully integrated with Shopify. I don't know if you saw that. So we can track the sales from Shopify stores at the moment, and we are looking to expand and being integrated to other store platforms in the future, like WooCommerce and so on.
Okay.
So this is the purpose, the goal. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is let's just make it simple to follow. I'm going to do some doodles, just because I have a very basic idiot brain and I like drawing stick men. It's just the only way that I can sort of understand it. So basically, please correct me if I'm wrong. The way I look at it is that you have the user over here, and this is someone that wants to use BitAds, and they have a campaign. So they fill out your forms, whatever, and let's just say I'd like, and so campaign. So they basically want sales for whatever. So let's call it X.
The green guy in this case would be the advertiser.
Yeah. So us. So like business owner, etc. So and when that then goes to, let's say, well, like with any subnet, they'll have 256. They're called obviously miners, but so from what you've just said, these are actually just human marketers, really.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Or, yeah.
Okay. So you got 256 odd marketers, and so they're incentivized obviously to run these ads and push that ad in what areas where they think they'd make sales, and it's up to them to refine that.
Not only ads. At this point, a miner here, let's say an influencer, has like a good strong community on YouTube, Discord, Telegram, TikTok, whatever. Yeah. And he has like a lot of followers or a decent number of followers. He can actually promote those unique links, and I mean those unique links is like in affiliate marketing where you get like a unique reference code or something. Yeah. The unique link is then used to like pinpoint to that specific miner. Yeah. So in this case, the influencer can post his unique link on his social media for a certain product or service, and his followers can actually buy it. It doesn't have to like run ads, but yeah, the most common and the most used method, and maybe the most powerful would be to like run ads, because you can like target certain people, certain type of regions, and so on. So yeah, but it is not the miners do not have to use ads. It's not
a mandatory.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can find like a lot of other solutions to this.
Fair enough.
For example, me and Albert, we were looking at Twitter a few days ago, and someone with I think 30 followers on Twitter posted like something about the new Call of Duty game or something like this, and I think it had like 1 or 2 million views on that post. So imagine doing something like this here. You just have to be creative enough for something like this to happen.
And the important aspect here, sorry, Ishak, is that the miners can even have zero spends if they got marketing skills. Maybe you have a big YouTube channel where you can promote one of the campaigns there.
Yeah. Or a database.
There's a lot of ways. Exactly, yeah. They can still use traditional marketing, of course, to promote campaigns like Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and so on.
Interesting. So like with any subnet, the miners are obviously incentivized to streamline or make themselves more efficient and more performant. So your miners or marketers, influencers okay. So and let's say a marketer, an online marketer, wanted to be one of your miners for your subnet, and I guess they could then put ads on Google, Facebook, Insta, wherever that their expertise is. Okay, and can they choose which campaigns they want to do, or does every miner
Yes,
have?
of course. Yes, they can choose. You can, if you want, you can only promote one campaign, and if you bring enough sales to that campaign, you can be one of the best miners in the network. So you don't have to promote all of the campaigns. You just
Okay.
promote, what you want. Yeah.
So when the validator effectively sends the user request to, hey, here's a campaign, etc., it's sort of like a marketplace. So the marketers, marketplace, so they can choose. What about if there's a campaign where all 256 miners are like, nah, can't do it, no thanks.
At that point, we cannot like control it. We cannot like give you more incentive to promote that one. I mean, it will be like you have to like come up with a better I don't know, website, because if the website looks very bad and the loading speed is very bad and so on, probably that's one of the reasons why the miners are not promoting it, or that's one of the reasons why clients are not actually buying the product or the service at that point. So yeah.
Got it. Okay.
We cannot incentivize miners to promote this type of campaigns. They will choose.
Got it.
Yeah.
And do you
But
have
in this case,
yeah.
Sorry, but in this case, the advertiser will have zero spends anyway, so it's a zero risk game for the advertiser.
Interesting. So, they could put a campaign through, some miners give it a shot, waste their own money, blah, 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 and the user has no loss.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it really is all the risk is with the miners then, isn't it?
It could be, because there will be a incentivized game for them. So they will have to compete each other. So yeah, you can have few sales and be one of the worst miners.
Interesting. And are there forbidden or restricted things that you could sell?
At this point, we have like all the campaigns that are going through first ads and also BitAds. They have to like be manually approved, because in this type of subnet you cannot like allow validators to just send whatever they want there. Yeah, because they can send fraudulent websites that are like scamming people or Refund.
Got it.
So for BitAds, at this moment we are thinking to implement something like allowing validators at this point to vote on these spending campaigns. Yeah, I think you also went to something like this when you posted something on first ads, or when you tried. And I think we've replied to you that we are only accepting things related to Bittensor at that point.
Yeah.
With the old version, with the version 1 of BitAds.
Yeah.
So at this point we are thinking to allow validators to vote on these new campaigns that are going to BitAds.
Got it.
And probably after the DTAO implementation, to allow the nominators who are staking their TAO into Subnet 16, to allow them to actually vote on these campaigns.
Okay.
Because if you are looking at validators, there are like 20-30 people in this. Yeah, and probably the top 10 are like controlling 70-80% of the TAO that is staked there.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you're putting the power into the hands of a few people.
Okay, so I guess the range of topic or sales campaigns could be anything from, let's say, a hedge fund. If they wanted high net worth clients, they could put out a campaign to get more clients. Could they?
Yeah, it could.
So, okay, let's take the hedge fund thing. So let's say there's a hedge fund. They're not allowed so let's say it's a UK-based hedge fund. Oh, in fact, in most countries, hedge funds are not allowed to advertise to the retail market. They can only advertise to high net worth or individuals, accredited or sophisticated investors. And if they market to the retail market, they get slapped with heinous fines. So how would a hedge fund make sure they don't get in trouble? Or or is that just a risk that they'll have to take? As
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure also.
At this point, what I can tell you what it works. It works to like have like a product or a service,
Yep.
on your Shopify store, and that one it can be promoted by miners and it can be bought by clients, users. Yeah.
Okay. So wait, so just quickly. So what if that landing page, the Shopify landing page, etc., had a pop-up that said, "We only do high net worth individuals, yada yada yada. Click to accept, blah blah blah," and then obviously it goes. Then they have access to the landing page. Would that be possible?
That would be possible in the future. We don't have that at this point. Right now, we are just tracking sales, like you actually buy that product or service.
Okay, yeah. So it has to sort of go through Shopify and Stripe, yada yada yada.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Because if you're not paying for that product or service,
You can't track it.
miners can do the same thing as with other subnets and so on, and try to cheat the system. So even if we will have like something like put your email here, and that's all the things that you have to do, there will be like a huge spam there,
Got it.
possibly with millions of emails going
Yeah.
on. So it's not something that you want.
Okay, so on the opposite end of that spectrum, what if there was, let's say, an OnlyFans lady who wanted more OnlyFans clients? She could effectively put her OnlyFans behind a Shopify store and then use you guys?
If she manages to integrate it with Shopify,
Yeah.
possibly yes.
Okay. God, yeah. I mean, then you open up a crazy big market.
It's a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
Because you have to like put your OnlyFans to Shopify, and then the potential clients will go to Shopify and then to OnlyFans. So it's something like an intermediary here. So I'm not sure how the clients will actually look at this.
Okay, and so what about the cost control? So let's say this business owner has a product, and this campaign, the X, let's say the value or the profit for that or of that product or service is, I don't know, £100. So could that person set a maximum limit of £100 for ad spend per sale, or not?
The idea on how, for example, on first ads, where you can like actually push a marketing campaign there, I think at this moment is like 10% of the sale, from the product. So if your product is worth $100, you will pay us 10%. Most probably will lower that percentage to like a few percentages, like 3%, in order to attract advertisers here. So basically you're paying like a percentage from the product at this point, or of the service.
Seriously?
But it is important that you don't pay this to the BitAds. You pay this to an app built on top of BitAds infrastructure.
Okay.
Because if you speak about the costs with the BitAds infrastructure only, you can actually, in theory, you can actually pay nothing or close to zero for this service, as the miners will not be paid with your spendings from the advertiser, but they will be generated rewards from the Bittensor network.
Yeah,
So
from
it will,
Subnet.
It will be a competition between the apps built on top of the Bittensor, on top of the BitAds subnet. So, for example, you can build your own app on BitAds and ask advertiser for 5%, not 10%. Cut, or even
free.
less, or for free. Yeah.
Oh wow! So there is sort of like a sub marketplace. Jeez. Okay. So
The idea behind this 10%, just to let everyone know, is that we want to show to the Bittensor community that the subnets, they have to like have an income stream. They have to like build products and services that are actually used and are bringing money, not to just build a subnet that gives like a ton of tau to the owner and that's it.
yeah.
at least this is how we are thinking. That's why we are not putting it for free.
No, that's good. I genuinely like that, and I agree with you. So again, looking at this from the business owner perspective, as in the user, he's selling a product, or he or she is selling a product or service for £100, let's say. When a sale comes through, the user's going to be paying, up to say 10% of that. So only £10 per sale.
Yeah.
That, Jesus. So that just seems too good to be true from my end. Like, I haven't done any marketing since really 2020. But up until then, I used to spend, tens of thousands a month on ad spend, to the point where I'd be happy to go underwater for 3 months. So, if I had £100 product, I'd happily spend £300 to acquire a new customer. So, for an old timer like myself, going, wait a minute, the CPA, cost per acquisition, would be £10 for 100. That blows my mind. So I'm still on the fence of I'm very, very excited, but there's a massive thing going, is this even going to work? How can it work? But I can see how it works now.
This is actually possible because we are using Bittensor and the Yuma consensus.
Yeah.
And this is possible because advertisers are not directly paying the publishers, the miners at this point. And the network, the Bittensor network, through the Yuma consensus and through Tao, are actually paying the miners. So miners in this case, they have to bring sales, optimize campaigns, optimize ad spendings and so on in order to be profitable and to bring also sales in order to receive Tao. And whatever they want to do with that Tao, to sell it, to keep it, it's up to them.
Amazing.
It's very achievable. It's very achievable with the right emission on the subnet. It's inevitable, I would say. Of course, we can think that this can be affected by the Tao price. If the Tao goes too much lower, the incentive will not be the same. So the miners will not try to promote and sell products on BitAds at the same level they would do if the Tao price would be higher. But this is how it works with all of the other subnets. If the miners expensive will become larger than the rewards, then why would you mine rather than simply buying Tao at a cheaper price?
Yeah.
So
another interesting aspect,
please go,
is that with BitAds subnet, the miners can generate ton of rewards without spending, as I already said earlier.
Influencers, whatnot.
Influencers, yeah.
Or database.
And there is no limit on the miners piece, because if you know there are 256 miner keys available on all of the subnets, where on BitAds a single key, let's say, can work for 100 people or 1,000. You can use a unique link.
Okay.
You can start a company, a marketing company, and use a unique link for a specific miner and bring all of the sales to that specific miners, and you can earn a lot of Tao because you will be one of the best for sure.
Holy shit.
Basically,
you're not constrained.
Each miner, behind each miner, each hotkey that is registered, you have you could potentially have a team.
Yeah, a whole marketing company behind each key.
But that's possible only with incentive and with the only if Tao price is at a certain point.
Wow. So you actually, but God, this is making even more sense. So if there was a marketing company that was literally the dog's balls and genuinely was good at what they did, they would be very attracted by this because they would know that, okay, here's a product, here's a campaign. Oh yeah, we can easily, make sales for that, and then they'll get paid via the percentage that you guys are charging, and also they'll get the subnet emissions for doing good work. Is that correct? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
The thing here is that we can improve a lot. I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
We have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of things going on, but
yes.
Especially with the dynamic Tao. With the dynamic Tao update, each subnet will have its own coin. Let's say dynamic Tao token, yeah. And the BitAds concept I think I'm sure has the potential to become very, very interesting with that concept. And
Yeah.
I'm so exciting for this. I mean, we can refer to BitAds as the currency of marketing.
Yeah.
I don't want to go further into this at the moment, but I can say that we are working on something that could clearly be a game changer in the marketing sector, even for the people that are skeptical in this moment, as there are some validators that do not really enjoy the BitAds concept at the moment, because they were like, okay, but why do you need Bittensor to build this concept? Why you are not building this outside of Bittensor?
Well, you need the subnet emissions to help compensate the
Exactly,
miners.
yeah. Well,
You need the
that's
UMA
because they want
consensus. Exactly.
Exactly, yeah. We need a very good incentive mechanism for the miners, and Bittensor is perfect for that.
Wow.
They were like, why aren't you like contacting VC to get some funds and just to build this outside Bittensor? So yeah.
Yeah, you'd just be burning through money that way. Yeah. So okay. I've got loads of questions here. I'm going to go all over the place. So yeah, we've got some actually pretty big marketers within our community. So we're just going to have a quick shout out. Is Colombian Dave here? Colombian David, are you here, mate? Is American John here by any chance? I think just off the top of my head, they are the two biggest sort of marketers that I know. Like they're spending millions of ad spend per month. And I know I've got one question from
that.
Sorry, yeah.
So, based on what I told you earlier with the currency of marketing, this concept would be very attractive for the people that are spending a lot of money on advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because the BitAds can become a marketing bandwidth, if that makes sense, at some point. So you will be able to own marketing power and not spending the money away to have marketing power. You can own the marketing power and give it all. I will not. I don't want to go further on this now because we have to work more. But we are very excited for the concept, and we have a lot of space to grow and evolve with this concept.
Okay. So, So one question that John, he's in America, obviously, so he's probably his time zone means he's probably not here. One of the questions he asked is that that for the miners that will advertise on Facebook, Google, etc., as in the direct response platforms, they're constantly shutting down loads of ad accounts and rejecting ads. They're very highly censored these days, yada yada yada. So I've already told the answer. He said his question was to you guys is how you guys plan on navigating around those issues. But actually, it's not your issue. It's the miner's issue, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're trying to promote the X store, for example, because it's your own store, you might get into trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Google doesn't like you, doesn't like doesn't like your campaign, or Facebook doesn't like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe one of those 256 miners will actually find a way to actually start promoting your store there.
Yeah.
Maybe he will find the right title, the right description, the right images, and so on.
Got it. Yeah, because you're saying he has several business managers, hundreds of fan pages, 50 Facebook profiles, and hundreds of ad accounts. So yeah, it's actually none of your business, or it's not your concern. It's down to miners finding the best, most efficient, performant avenues to get those sales. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've looked at it from the user's perspective. So far, if all goes well, these business owners are going to be very happy chappies and chapesses because they're spending a fraction of what they're going to make on a sale. So I just want to now sort of look at this from a slightly different angle. Let's just say, okay, let's just delete all these doodles here. Let's say we have a marketing company, okay? So an online marketing company, and let's say it's a big chunky one. Let's say it's got 30 staff and it has lots and lots of customers already, existing real world clients, and let's call it a PPC ad agency. And I'm asking this sort of for a friend. I've got a friend that does about 50 million a month in ad spend. So pretty big, they won Google Awards up the yin yang. And a lot of their clients are, blue chips, yada, yada, yada. So they have all of these clients, spending huge amounts of ad spend, obviously. And like you guys probably know, sometimes it's hit and miss. You may have one client over here that spends a lot and actually makes, is happy, but then some clients may not be happy because they've just spent, 100 grand on a campaign and they've got 20 grand back or whatnot. So if this PPC agency wanted to, they knew nothing about crypto, and they saw this concept of BitAds, how can they get involved? So obviously they've still got their existing clients. So let's just, just for ease, let's just say they're not willing to change of the business model too much. So they'll still have to manage their, normal clients. But let's say they've got a bunch of, a team that they can do sort of a side project to investigate. How would they get involved in becoming a miner?
So at this point, becoming a miner is it's pretty simple in my opinion. It's just the part where you have to run a server as a miner.
Yeah.
And the registration part that occurs on BitAds, on the website, on the platform.
Okay.
So basically, you will have to run a server.
Yeah.
A cheap VPS. Or a better one.
Yeah.
And to register an account on bitads.ai.
Okay.
To register it as a miner at this point. Yeah.
Cool. So then they get their mining UID and all that.
Yeah, using that server, the server will communicate. The miner server will communicate with the validator servers.
Mm-hmm.
They will get a request. From the they will get a request from validators to promote different campaigns. Their unique links will be generated there, and they can easily find it into the BitAds platform, into the dashboard. They also all the available campaigns, and they can copy their unique link.
Got it. So
how it works.
So if they found, let's say, with these requests, let's say there's a campaign called ABC, whatever, they see that and they go, oh yeah, we can definitely help that. It's then up to them to, do their PPC in the real world, blah, 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 promote it. And if they get a sale, obviously that sale will effectively go to, or the validator will help organize that. And then, let's say they've spent £500 on doing, buying this customer, so to speak. The sale, or the validator will track the sale, and that sale will go to, the user, so they're happy. Then I guess they get subnet emissions, obviously, from the subnet for doing well. And then obviously that cut, up, 5-10%. Huh.
Yeah, so basically they can do this. They will only have to set up the server at the beginning in order to be able to receive marketing campaigns from validators.
Got it.
Yeah, and that's all.
Cool.
They will just need the account on BitAds, because it is much easier to use the UI interface there than just to use commands and run commands into the server and just get the link from there.
Got it.
It's much easier in this way.
So actually, marketing companies, they don't have to go out and find clients anymore and do networking breakfasts and stuff like that. They could literally, if they got capacity, they just become a miner, and then the validators will constantly flood them with requests.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they can do that.
Why bother with normal clients? Shit. Okay. Right. So that's one angle. So the marketers out there, Jesus, they're going to wet their pants when they see this. The other thing, still looking at the the miner element. So let's say there was a company, and I don't know. Let's just call it Tesco. What's well known? Walmart. Okay, Walmart, big retailer in the US, and let's say Walmart has a list of 200 million users, and Walmart knows all of the buying habits, or no, in fact, not Walmart. Screw it. Let's make things even better. Let's use Amazon. Amazon knows all of your buying preferences. Let's say there's 1 billion users, yada yada yada, and it knows everything about those users. Let's just say. So in theory, could Amazon themselves become a miner? Because
they could, if they would want.
Yeah, because if a campaign came out and the campaigner was like, I don't know, campaign X, this is a product they want to sell, they know that, I mean, it won't cost them anything because they know, oh, of my 1 billion users, I know 100,000 people that would buy this instantly. Technically, they could just email those 100,000 users, say, hey, here's this product, do you want it? They then buy it, and obviously, so you're actually giving another revenue source for existing companies that, or not necessarily marketers, but companies with databases.
Technically, this will be possible, but I think Amazon is like
yeah, maybe not Amazon.
Into the world, so they probably won't do that.
Yeah.
And they would rather sell their own products at this point because maybe they will earn more.
And this is because there is not the right incentive to do this.
Yeah.
That's the fact, but if there would be incentive to attract these kind of companies, they could become a miner, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always about the incentive.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's interesting. So we've looked at it from the users, the miners' perspective. Can we just talk a little bit more about I'm a little bit fuzzy personally. You said building apps on top of your subnet. So, and then, can you explain more about the charging of, 5%, 10%, etc.? When you say apps, like, can you elaborate a bit more?
So basically, you can think of BitAds as the core, BitAds.ai as the core of the subnet.
Yeah.
And on top of it, validators have access, to their APIs there, so they can communicate with BitAds. They can do it using a web or a mobile application. So basically, if you imagine it, we can have like a BitAds in the center, and around it we can have different applications built on top of it. Maybe one application, First Ads in our case, which is our app, our Validator app, charges 10% per each sale.
Yeah.
Maybe another application actually built by OpenTensor, because they can do this. Let's call it OpenAds.ai. They can charge only 1%. At this point, they can do things there differently, a little bit differently than what we are actually doing with First Ads. They can target certain people to like go there. They can target a niche of products. Maybe they don't want to sell. They don't want to allow They don't want to allow companies that are actually promoting digital products or that are promoting physical products and so on. They can have their own rules there, and just using the API, they can like push these marketing campaigns from their application to BitAds, and then from BitAds to the miners, which is like an automated process.
Okay.
So each validator can build their own app there.
Okay. So in terms of the user interface, so the user that's wanting to sell their product, which user face UI would they be dealing with?
So if you are an advertiser and you want to sell a product or service, you have to like create a campaign, a marketing campaign on First Ads, or on any other application that the other validators have
built on the BitAds infrastructure.
Okay.
So BitAds is the infrastructure, where all the campaigns are pushed through this Validators API, which can
Yeah.
be through their tools actually.
Okay, so wait, I need my 5-year-old brain to catch up here. So, for example, if we take Corcel, as in the Bittensor's main chatbot, yada yada yada, that powers the chatbot within. Was it? I'm trying to find it. Stand by. Yeah. Okay. So Tau Inu is obviously a meme coin. Tau Inu has a chatbot. And you can literally chat with it, and that's powered by Bittensor, obviously, or Corcel. So would this be the equivalent of, so they've obviously built an app on top of Corcel.
Yeah,
And-
because Corcel is actually using the power of Subnet 18.
Okay. Yeah, in fact, yeah, Corcel's using GPT-4 and Mistral and all that. So.
You can think of Corcel as BitAds at this point.
Ah, got it. And so when you say advertisers and whatnot, they can build apps on top of that. It's like then, Tau Inu making a front end, thing.
I'm
Sort
not
of.
sure if Tau Inu also holds like a validator. Probably not.
No.
But I think they just contacted Corcel, and Corcel just gave them the access. They gave them their API keys. I'm not sure if this is paid access or free access.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, I think what the team behind Corcel did was like, we will give you access to the API through our own validator, which I think it's Tau Stats.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I go backwards? Just one more thing. I've just had a random idea. So, let's say I am. In fact, I already know the answer. I'm going to ask it anyway. So, there are a whole bunch of AI companies coming out there that are launching, personal assistants. Technically, ChatGPT is a personal assistant, yada yada yada. But there are all sorts of AI personal assistants. So let's say there was a company that had, I don't know, 1 million users, and each 1 million users has, their own, let's call it a AAA, an automated AI agent, a very basic one. So obviously that company's getting lots of data, they have access to 1 million people. Yeah, sorry, I already know the answer. Technically that company could be a miner, and they could take on campaigns and go, oh, actually, yeah, I could sell that that product to, and get their bots, their AI, to subtly suggest it to their, to the user.
I think into the advertising, into the marketing sector, I think the data is power. So that's why Google and Facebook are like controlling. Like I think probably 60% or more of this space at this point.
Yeah,
so
they are.
They know a lot about their users. They know where you are, because Google is tracking your smartphone. They know that you're in Spain right now, and you like to eat a paella or whatever. Yeah,
got it.
And they will recommend you some things like near you.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they have access to data, and that data is updated and not data from 20 years ago, I think they can do it. But again, the incentive is really, really important here.
Yeah.
As they have to like earn something.
That's a good point. In fact, and you've already answered one of my questions I had, was the GDPR issue. It's got nothing to do with you. It's all down to the miners, whether they breach GDPR or not, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, going into the weeds of this, I've got. So Lewis is someone that I work with, and we're hurriedly trying to create Shopify pages now because we've got all sorts of tests that we want to do with you guys, and so. Lewis, do you have a mic on you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey mate, yeah. Do you have any questions for the BitAds guys? So Isak and Albert?
A few.
Go for it.
Is First Ads the only place at the moment you can currently create a campaign? Is that the easiest one to do it with? And how does that link to Shopify? Is that all done while you create the campaign?
Yes, currently this is the only app that you can use to actually push a campaign. The process is like very simple. You just register an account there, just create a campaign, and you have to like install the Shopify application into your Shopify store.
Yeah.
At this point, we had some issues with the application being published on the Shopify store. We just need to like provide them like a few more details for it to be again public into the Shopify store. But I think it will be done in the next few days.
Okay.
At this point, if you really want to use it, we can just send the application to you and just install it manually. But this process takes a lot, not a lot, but takes much time.
Okay.
So at the moment, it is just creating the campaign in First Ads, and then we should be able to link it to Shopify in the next couple of days, did you say, automatically?
Yeah.
And how many, is it possible, because obviously the advertiser doesn't know the 240 current miners that could be selling this product. Like, is it possible for them to do any mis-selling, like to get more sales?
No, only I don't know if you're like modifying some things there at your side, because how the application works is actually tracking all the sales that are coming through the unique link of the miners at this point. So basically a client coming and buying one product, you will see that into your Shopify store. But if you're actually modifying that to sales, it will be redirected at Validators. So probably you wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wasn't that clear on how if they're pushing their own link out on TikTok or whatever, what are they putting with that link? Are they saying something about the product or the service that's not right, or are they just sending a link to the page that is? I'm just not quite clear on how they're promoting it.
I mean, we can like give you some links. Like in the future, we can like track some of the links. So we could know like potentially that if they posted the link on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and the advertiser can have some idea of what the miners are actually doing, by seeing it, by actually seeing it, But we cannot like control the miners on what they are actually saying about the product. I mean, they want to sell it. I guess they won't tell bad things about the product at this point.
Yeah, of course. And my only other question was, as a rough average, how many like campaigns are running like at one time in BitAds?
Sorry?
How many campaigns are running like right now in BitAds as a rough average?
At this point, there are 3. We are in talk with a Norwegian company. I think it's in the beauty sector, and they will like try this, and I think there will be like 4 next week, by the end of next week.
Okay, so it's only 4 and then 240 miners, so quite a lot of incentive for them to
basically if you own a Shopify store at this point, you can have like multiple campaigns promoting different products. So you can have like one store and 10 different marketing campaigns.
Okay.
And you're not throttling how many sales come through.
Sorry?
And you're not like throttling how many sales. So if you got a good product and the miners are mining it well, promoting it well, so you can have like 1,000 sales coming in or 1,000,000 sales. There's no limit to the amount of sales.
Yeah, no limit.
Okay.
I mean, there is a limit at your store, because if you have like 100 products, and
got it.
You have more sales than products, you have to like restock or whatever.
Okay. So the result that you get from running a campaign, like that is the result. You can't like say, hey, I want more sales. You just have to make do with however many sales that naturally come through from it. Is that?
Yeah. At this point, there is we don't have a limit implemented.
Okay,
But
so-
if advertisers will really need this, like, okay, I have this product,
Yeah.
I will need 100 sales, bring me on 100 sales, and at the end the campaign will end,
Mm-hmm.
we can implement that easily.
Okay. Yeah, because like normal direct response ads, if you wanted more sales, obviously you whack up the ad spend, but obviously it plateaus. So
At this point, we have to understand that BitAds, as in the current form,
yeah,
is a concept. Yeah,
got it.
It's not something that you will build in a few months. It's something that it needs further development. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you will have to like add a lot of things and to think in like a lot of ways to
Yeah.
make it work as best as it can be.
Okay, so going back to what Lewis said about mis-selling. So let's say someone's selling a health course for £100 and it's very sensible, but the miner then comes along and goes, hey, can they mis-sell and go, hey, lose 10 stone in 10 days and get sexy, and then result in lots of sales, but then there's going to be a really high refund rate?
The refunds are also tracked.
Yeah.
Got it.
And to explain it, in Europe, yeah, most of the companies, they have like, I think, 14 days refund period. Some companies, they have like 30 days.
Yeah.
It depends on the country also, where they are actually. In Romania, for example, there are 14 days. Yeah.
Cool.
In UK, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if
14
it's
days.
14 days. Okay. Yeah. So at this point, we will track sales. We will make like a sale. We will confirm a sale only after 14 days plus one will pass.
Got it.
So the miner will actually get incentive for that one after 14 days plus one.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 15-day lag
So
before they
in
get the
that
money.
time, in that time, you will see if the user will ask for a refund or not. Because if the 14 days have passed, you are not. You will just simply not refund. Yeah, because they have like a clear statement there. Yeah, you can ask
Yeah.
for a refund after 14 days.
Got it. So
This
Yeah.
will be like a feature for advertisers that can be customized. So if you're in Norway, for example, and you have 30 days, you will be able to like add this, and for sales to be actually verified, for example, after 30 days.
cool.
And
And
this is also good
Yeah.
to ensure that the miners will not manipulate the rewards by simply buying their own products and return them.
yeah.
They will be punished
Yeah.
Nice.
if you will see like a high refund rate.
Yeah.
And also the conversion rate is also important here. So
Yeah.
miners having a better conversion rate will earn more than the ones that have poor conversion rate.
Got it. So, okay, here's the user. They put a campaign out, and their product is £1,000. The sale comes through their Shopify, yada yada yada. They're happy, £1,000 sale, woohoo. Obviously, and let's say it's via first ads. Let's say it's 10%. So the user pays first ads £10 because that is, let's say that's the cost. Now, is that paid in fiat or in TAO?
That one is paid in USDT at the moment.
Oh, Tether.
Yeah, because it is much easier for an advertiser,
Yeah.
to put his hands on USDT. Yeah, because it's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, with USDT than TAO at this moment.
So
And also because it's a stable coin, so $1 means one USDT always.
got it.
When you are using TAO, for example, the percentages that you are paying to first ads can differ because there will have to be some conversions happening there in the back.
So how
Yes, you
does
do.
it bring
Yeah.
value to TAO in terms of like price, like tokenomics wise?
I can let Albert talk about that.
Let's say you build first ads. the app, yeah, on
Yeah.
top of BitAds. So you need BitAds infrastructure in order to succeed with your app.
Yeah.
If you make millions from sales, for example, yeah.
So
Commission.
if first ad made sales, made millions.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
If you made good profit with first ads, you will 100% put a part of the money back into the TAO ecosystem, because you need this ecosystem in order to succeed.
You put
That
it
makes sense.
into the subnet token.
Into the subnet token, yeah, which eventually go into TAO, because with the dynamic TAO update, for example, you have to buy a subnet token with TAO token. So you have to exchange the TAO tokens in the dynamic TAO token.
Okay.
So to answer this is like validators who are building or have apps on top of BitAds. If they are profitable enough and they are making money with it, they will look to even increase this maybe, or keep it at the same level. But in order to do that, they will have to like buy the subnet token in order to keep the incentive into subnet 16, for example.
Got it. Okay, so the miners effectively were successful. You know, they will be the fiat to TAO magnets in the long run. Once, as in, they're the element of all of this is that it's the miners that will actually create a positive buying pressure of TAO.
Not the miners, but the developers, like the first stats.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. The apps. Let's say.
It would be like I have an application built on top of BitAds. I want it to succeed. Yeah, I want it to remain at least as profitable as it is right now, or even better. Yeah, for me, because it brings me X amount of money per month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I will use part of that profit to buy the subnet token of BitAds in order to keep the incentive there, or even increase it.
I
Because
see. Yeah.
If the incentive of BitAds increases, that means miners are making more TAO, and miners at that point will have like more money, because some of them will use that TAO to just they will just sell it in order to have money to put back into the ads. So more incentive, more sales, more
Got it.
miners that are attracted to come here.
Got it.
It's like reinvesting money back into your business. If your business works, you will eventually put some money back into it.
If we would use TAO, for example, for first ads, we are limited, because not a lot of people even heard about Bittensor and TAO. So the number of advertisers will be much limited than by using USDT.
Got it.
It's your fiat, yeah. And
Yeah.
we wouldn't be able to market the service as a zero risk game also, because you can buy TAO at 400 and tomorrow TAO can be lower. And even if you withdraw the money, you will take less than you invested. Because in this case, if you put 1000 USDT, for example, in first ads, and you got no sales, you have the ability to withdraw your money back.
Yeah, makes sense. Lewis, did you have any other questions? Sorry, I sort of butted in there.
No, that was my last question anyway. That was the main thing, so it was nice.
Nice. So everyone else, everyone that's listening, anyone have any questions? Feel free to unmute your mic. And whilst we'll
question in the comments.
go for it. Okay, yeah, I'll read some of the comments out. Okay, so Stephen's asked if it's a fact that, here, I'll just put it on the main screen. If it's a fact that a seller of a product can use BitAds and only ever pay a percentage of their profits on the sales as a fee, it becomes a no-brainer, and every single company with any random product will want this service from BitAds. Yeah. How are you going to decide which product you run a BitAds campaign with? You can't run so many at one time. Yeah. That's where it comes down to your manual approval thing at the moment, isn't it?
To the manual approval, and I mean with the current incentive, we cannot, and but this is something that everyone knows. We cannot run 1000 marketing campaigns here,
Yeah.
because there is not enough incentive at this point.
Got it.
Yes and no in the same time, I would say, because you can run, but what is trying to say, I think, is that the advertiser will not come to us maybe because there is no big incentive. But in theory, we can have an infinite number of campaigns, and miners can choose only 2 or 3 of them to promote. So in theory, we can have a lot of campaigns, but what we can't do at the moment is that we cannot incentivize too many skilled marketing guys because there is no incentive for them, not for the advertisers.
You've got
The
to
advertisers will pay nothing.
yeah, so you've got to grow somewhat slowly, actually, don't you, on both sides?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, folks? Yeah, go for it.
How would you stop somebody from starting their own Shopify store, buying their own products, being their own miners, simply to pump up tap?
That's a good question.
At the moment, we stop this by taking that 10% on BitAds. So you will buy your own product, but you have to give that 10% to the first ad. And there is the risk. You can be sure 100% that you will be profitable because there are multiple miners that are promoting other campaigns also. So there will not be only one Shopify store in the network and you can do what you want there. So there will be multiple miners and you will basically risk that 10% cut every time you buy your own products.
But what I think Alan was getting to, that if you're a really profitable miner, yes, you're paying that 10% cut, but you're also then making way more money via the subnet emissions by being rewarded as a good miner.
So if I have a $100 product, I'm paying $10, I'm getting back my 90, I'm paying you 10, and I'm getting tau for that. So now, if I can create my own ecosystem, sure, I'm losing $10 of every 100, but as long as that is less than the $10 in tau that I'm receiving, I just see a
yeah, you're red teaming it. Yeah.
Possible. Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you know that you will be profitable 100%? Because you don't know what the other miners will do in the same time.
Yeah, but if nothing gets sold, then I haven't lost anything. If it does get sold, I get back my 90, I give you my 10, and if I'm continuously buying my own product, then miners are going to be very successful selling my product, especially if I'm the one running the miner. I guess what I'm saying is how do you stop me setting up my own loop, becoming my own miner, becoming my own product, sending out links to various places, buying my own product, and doing this all knowing that whatever I do, as long as the tau that I'm getting is more than 10% of my product.
Yeah, the subnet emissions that you're getting. Yeah. Because you're rewarding your miners that do well, aren't you, with tau?
At this point, there are some ways to find this in giving access to reports on Shopify, but this is a good question. We'll
I'm not smart enough to pull it off, but I'm sure there's somebody out there.
I think medium Shopify stores won't try to do this because I'm not sure how profitable will be for them, but we'll think about this.
Cool. Nice. Alan, it's a really good question. Yeah. Good red teaming there. So Andrew Green has asked, will BitAds be good for local marketing, i.e. to geo-target a specific region for marketing a local business? Or would this be for a larger scale advertising only? Good question.
Yes, we can target specific countries.
And cities or towns?
Cities not at the moment, I think.
Okay,
No.
just countries. Okay, so your local fish and chip shop is not for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, going back, because you have to scale not organically but in an orderly pace, what are the things that would help a promoter, as in a company, be approved quickly? So what sort of campaigns are you looking for that will get quick approval?
I mean, anything that's not like trying to scam people, promoting like betting things and things that normally harm people directly or indirectly.
Okay, that's good. Kevin has asked, would I be correct in assuming that BitAds would not be suitable for an affiliate marketer, as the sales have to go through Shopify and to their client?
I'm not sure I understood the question.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got the question right.
So, Kevin, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I interpreted your question is that an affiliate marketer is over here, just a marketer, and they have a client, which is a company, and that company has a product. So the affiliate marketer is basically selling that product and then getting a cut. So if that product is 100 quid, and for every sale that they make £20. Could this affiliate marketer use BitAds as an avenue to get more sales for their client? Is that what you meant, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So basically, I'm not sure if you know ClickBank, but
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, to try and use BitAds in order to sell the products from ClickBank, something like this.
Maybe he asked basically if the
Basically,
marketer,
yeah. Sorry.
if the marketer can list the products on BitAds and then incentivize miners to sell the product there. In theory, he can do that, but at the moment you need all the products to be on the Shopify store. So
Yeah.
that's the only limit at the moment. But yeah, we are looking to expand that in the future.
Love it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, because you couldn't promote an affiliate link directly through BitAds in that case, because it would have to go through a Shopify link, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess the answer to Paul's next question, he says, is the system set up now to run B2B products and services? I guess the answer is yes, as long as it runs through Shopify and Stripe, etc. Because you need the API to track the sales.
Yeah, basically all the sales that the validators are like getting, they are like stored into the Shopify database. So
Got it.
At this point, as we are integrated only with Shopify, that's the only way.
And how long until WooCommerce? That you guys doing WooCommerce?
I think the team looked at WooCommerce, and I think we decided to use Shopify at first because it is more easily to also publish an application there than it's on WooCommerce at this point. They ask like a lot of questions. They need like a lot of time to like approve a single change. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay. And David has asked, what are your plans to build a simulator for demo and for potential clients to experience both sides?
Both sides. I'm not sure what this means. Like the demo and the real thing.
Both sides, he refers maybe to the miner and advertisers at the same time to experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but as a miner, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm not sure if David's here.
I don't know about this simulator thing.
I think one way he's trying to understand is if you're a marketer and you want to be one of your miners, what would it look like? What would the requests look like? The campaign requests.
I think if the miner wants to like understand how it works, we can like just record a video explaining how all the things there are like working.
Cool.
How do you install all the things? How do you create the account? How do you get the unique links?
We will do this actually soon.
Okay. All right, David.
Show everyone how it works.
Nice. David says the business and the marketer and the seller and the buyer, the life cycle.
I think
Okay.
we have. I'm not sure. Maybe I can like send a link here if I can find
Yeah.
it.
I mean, do you have like
diagram.
do you have an information resource, like where can people like read more information about?
Yeah, they can do that on our GitHub repository. I'll just put it here.
Oh, sweet. Let's have a look. Whilst we're waiting, anyone else have any questions? Okay.
I've just got one more, Siam.
Yeah, go for it, Lewis.
Just when I think this might have kind of been answered just then anyway, but when we do run a campaign, is there any way to see how many miners are pushing our product, or is it just a case of like waiting for the sale? And how long like before a campaign is like classed as dormant if none of the miners take it up?
I think at this point the validators can see that. So we as first answer we can see that like who is active and who is not, because you can simply look at the visits for each unique link. So you'll know that miner 1 has 100 visits, and that means that he's active. Yeah, he's doing something, and you can look up at miner 2 and you will see that he has 0 views, zero visits. And if you're looking at these statistics for like a few days, you'll actually know how many of them are active.
Okay, but is there any plans for any kind of like dashboard for like an easy way for like an advertiser to be able to see this?
Yeah, if you will create an account on First Ads, you can easily have all this information there. It's already built.
Okay, sorry, it's in First Ads. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
And sorry, the other one was how long before like if no one's pushing the campaign, how long before it's like classed as dormant and it gets removed?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well, you said sometimes that like a campaign can go on there and maybe no one's pushing it, none of the miners take it. Like how long before it's like taken off then? Like
I mean it's up to the advertiser at this point.
Okay.
They can withdraw it at any time.
Okay.
They can pause it, they can start it at any time.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
Sorry if you mentioned this before, but let's say a campaign goes out, lots of miners do it, and I don't know, you have 2 miners, they both create the same amount of sales, but one miner has a better conversion rate than the other. So let's say one person makes 10 sales from 100 visits to the website, and another makes same amount of sales but way higher, clicks. Do you reward the more efficient marketer more?
Yes.
Okay, so the conversion rate is important.
The scoring mechanism, the scoring formula is also on the GitHub for anyone interested. So it's a little bit hard to like explain in this call like all the parameters there, but you can like have a look on it and just run some tests or whatever you want.
Here we go.
In order to understand how it actually works.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh yeah, and then you got the total refunds and refund percentage. There'll be important metrics as well, won't they?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, this GitHub, this is exactly what I was looking for. So thank you. Any other questions, folks? I'm excited. I've got loads of different things. Like I've got a new book that's coming out very soon, and I'm quite curious if I can promote the book through BitAds.
That would be nice.
Sorry, just one quick one. How is the 10% advertising fee taken? Is that taken at source through Shopify, or is that like billed through the portal, like the First Ads portal? Like how do we pay, as a seller, how would I pay the advertiser that's done a good job for us?
So basically, if you are an advertiser, you will just create the campaign on First Ads, and you have to like put some USDT into the balance. As soon as the USDT arrives at us, you can just simply start your campaign there, and the 10% will be always taken from the balance. You will have like a list with all the products, all the prices, that are on your Shopify store. For example, product 1 has the price of $100, so you will see that actually in the First Ads that 10% was deducted from that sale.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's great.
And in case a refund happens or whatever, you will get those 10% back.
And is the 10% taken after 15 days or straight away?
I think it is straight away, yeah, because the sale will actually not be a sale. It will have the status as pending sale.
Got it.
So after the 15 days will pass, it will become like a normal sale.
Ah, okay. So if the advertiser has a very successful campaign, they may have to keep topping up their tether balance.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
okay. Nice. I mean, Paul has put a very good comment here. He said, not a question, but I just want to say what I think you guys have come up with is seriously impressive. I completely agree. I mean, if you guys can pull this off and it works just like how we've gone through it today, it's going to be an absolute game changer. Like, probably the most, like, game-changing subnet there is.
Yeah, I'm sure of this. And thank you for believing this concept. To be honest, we gonna make BitAds works even if we do it on Bittensor or not, because this concept is great. With the right incentive, will work 100% in my vision, let's say, and we will make it work 100%. Because on Bittensor you need incentive. Maybe some people likes your idea, maybe others not. And yeah, if we're gonna have the right incentive here, we'll build BitAds here. If not, we'll go further and build BitAds on our own blockchain.
Okay. And so you guys are connected with First Tensors. How does that work?
First Tensor is our validator actually. So we started as First Tensor, and after some point we just like the idea of building something on Bittensor through our validator. And,
so you guys own First Tensor as well?
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't work out. Yeah, you are First Tensor.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Do you have an English guy that works with you as well?
English guy?
Yeah. No, I'm getting confused then. Okay. Nice.
We're both from Romania. We have like another team member who is also from Romania, and the dev team of the subnet is actually located in Ukraine. So
Okay. And I think we're quite exhausted for questions now. Do you have anything that you'd like to share screen and show us, or anything?
I mean, I can share the dashboard of BitAds and First Ads.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
For people to actually see. I'll just need approval.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll stop my share. I will make you co-host. You are now co-host, buddy.
Nice.
Wow, you guys are a pretty big validator already on your own.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently we have some, just to give you some ideas, we have some issues with the data coming into the dashboard. As you can see here, like there are like 2 cells actually, but they are not yet reported as pending cells. It's the dev team is actually working on this one. This is BitAds, so we can see the list of validators that are active. We can see the list of miners, the list of active campaigns, and we can have a look on it. The same thing that you're actually seeing here, you'll actually see on First Ads. But on First Ads, you will see, as an advertiser, you will see only your own campaigns. On BitAds, we as the admin, as the owner of the subnet, we can like see all the active campaigns. So on First Ads, you as an advertiser, you will see only your own campaigns. So you will see the total number of campaigns, the pending sales, the sales from last month, current month, the conversion rate, the devices used, and refunds, and also earnings that are coming from the unique links of miners, not from your general audience, for example.
Yeah.
Because your store you can like promote it by yourself, and you can get 100 sales per day, and the miners maybe using their unique links can get another 100. So you'll have like you'll know which ones are from the miners and which ones at your side are from your own promotion.
Got it. And how have the validators treated BitAds so far? Like how are you? Are you only getting 0.5% of the subnet emissions as a subnet at the moment?
At this point, it's 0.5%.
We just launched the subnet, so 2 days ago, and maybe the voice will increase in the next days. We have to join the call with each of them, and yeah.
Nice.
In the beginning, we got 3.5% with the other model when we incentivize the miners to bring organic traffic, not the sales, but having that issue with the traffic, we changed it. So yeah, there are some of them that like our concept, but others not. It's totally normal because I can understand that. It's the same with us. For example, we don't agree with the sports betting subnets, for example. Yeah. It's just.
I mean, this is actually a genuinely useful utility for Bittensor. I mean, you guys. I mean, if this does work, you should get a huge weight. Anyway, that's amazing. Any other questions before we? Because I'm afraid that we've kept Albert and Isak here for a while. Any other questions? Andy said, "I'm signing up now to try it." Yeah,
Cool.
Nice. Cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. It's very much appreciated. Sorry for all the silly dumb questions. And
no worries.
And yeah,
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
amazing.
It was really nice.